Hello indie game fans, I do have quite a number of games on my list that I want to showcase, found through Twitter, my email, the Discord server and the internet, so come on in and enjoy, with a title or two in genres that I don't usually cover. Let's begin with Grapple Hoops, a multiplayer first-person shooter that does not look like anything extraordinary at the start, and then things get interesting. As you can see, the objective in this is actually basketball, with grappling hooks, parkour moves and explosive dunks, so how's that for a wonderfully fresh idea? One of the hidden gems in the roguelite space is Lovecraft's Untold stories, an eldritch horror entry where you go up against the great old ones themselves, where the direct sequel was recently announced, switching the top-down view to an isometric perspective and pixel art for a hand-drawn comic book look, where me being me, of course, is not exactly to my liking. However, based on the quality of the first game, I believe that the sequel is worth a look, where there are now 6 playable characters and adds both a crafting system and co-op multiplayer support, so it's a different kind of game that I'm curious about. This video is brought to you by Tools Up Garden Party Episode 3 Home Sweet Home, the third and final chapter of a DLC pack for the local multiplayer party game from developer The Knights of Unity and publisher All In Games. This is a game like Overcooked, but where you play as renovation contractors, working together to get the job done, but this particular episode is focused on the autumn or fall theme, which is the favourite season of many people. A new antagonist is introduced in the form of the Stinky Smog, which causes as much mayhem as it can, but you do have an adorable puppy at your side to chase it away. Same good old co-op fun, but do note that in order to play this DLC, you need to own DLCs 1 and 2 first, or better yet, get a season pass to save some money. I've been keeping an eye on Harvest Hero Origins on Twitter and had to show it off once its Steam page was up to help in getting those wish lists. It's a pixel art arcade action title about defending your home from monsters, looking simple but well made. Espresso Tycoon touts itself as the future of tycoon games in that you're not just building and running one coffee shop, but an entire coffee empire instead. You plan your menu, make the drinks, set prices, manage staff and decorate the shop, all with a realistic art style that looks pretty great. I love tycoon games, which makes this one to watch, and if you love coffee like me, smack that like button and tell me your favourite way to drink it in the comments below. I don't usually cover horror games, since it is just not my thing, but Broken Veil got my attention not only because of the horrific designs, but because it's a puzzle platformer where you play as a miniature human, so yes, very much like Little Nightmares, but from an actual small indie team. All the tropes are there, from the creepy dolls, toothy monsters and fleshy abominations, so get your creeps in with this one. When Kredolis was brought to my attention, I was pretty impressed with the look, a gorgeous first-person puzzle exploration title reminiscent of something like The Witness or Myst. As with most exploration titles, you find yourself shipwrecked on the island, having to solve the puzzles in order to find a way home, or, in this case, to enter the mysterious sunken lighthouse to find a way into Atlantis. I do find that this game is beautiful, but perhaps this was what people experienced when Myst first launched in 1993, and we can all look back and laugh in 20 years or so. Let's kick off the top 3 with Lumberjack, a cleverly named action-adventure title where you play as a bear with an axe on a mission to chop up and recycle every man-made thing in your way. The toll that humanity has had on nature is significant, so it's time for Mother Nature to fight back, quite literally in this case, where this title is both adorable and slightly depressing at the same time, but I do love the immediate restoration of nature when the offending object is removed. My jaw just dropped when I came to know of Lightyear Frontier, an open-world farming sim where you pilot a mech, looking like one of the most visually appealing games to me, not to mention that I love this genre. It's set on an alien planet, which means new flora and fauna to deal with a base building and survival twist as well, but it's all in first person from the mech based on screenshots, looking like it has potential. I was just as surprised as some of you to see Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon pop up during the Nintendo Indie Direct, where this action puzzle game starring the most iconic indie game character looks even better than when it was first shown off. There are match 3 elements in this, where your character does actually move around the board of falling enemies with the ability to attack groups of them if they're touching, with boss fights, multiple playable characters, and even a versus mode. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo was one of my favorite games back in the day, so I do hope that this gives a similar feel, taking the number 1 spot. For more Shovel Knight, watch these videos and I will see you after the jump.